In this video, we'll cover building a customer list report in Service CEO. We start on the Reports tab and begin by clicking into the Customer List category. As with all report categories, you can run any reports that have previously been built in this system by clicking the Run button, or you can click the Edit button here to open these reports and make changes to how they're set up. We'll go ahead and hit Build New Report. First, let's overview our different options, and then we'll build an example of the report. All reports have two tabs: the Criteria tab, which is how we put filters on the report to decide what information will be pulled into it, and the Layout tab, where we actually format the report. Let's review our filter options first. At the top, we have Creation Date, which allows you to set a filter based on when customers were created in Service CEO. In Service and Estimate Dates, you have the ability to only show customers who had a work order done for them in a particular date range, had an estimate presented to them in a particular date range, or who actually had no work done for them in a particular date range. If you're using business units, you'll be able to filter by the business units. Same goes for zones. If you're using our zone functionality, you're able to segment customer lists by zones, or you can filter by the city, state, province, or zip code of the customer's location. You can filter by the customer's status or the customer's type, as well as by the marketing campaign that the customer heard about you through. And finally, custom fields that have been created on any of these pages on the left can be filtered by as well. Next, we'll go through Layout. The most important part of the layout when looking at a customer list report is the format. This decides, is this going to be a list of phone numbers, a list of emails, are we going to print mailing labels from Service CEO, or do I want to see all of the information on my customer? In grouping, you can sort the information to see how it's displayed, and in optional columns, you can include custom fields from these three pages in Service CEO. For this example, let's build a list of mailing labels for residential customers that did any work with us last month. First, we'll go to the criteria. We're going to sort by the service and estimate dates here. I would like to see customers that had any work order that was closed last month. This will allow me to only show customers that we completed work for in that date range. Next, I only want to see residential customers, so I will come to my customer type and make sure that only the residential box is checked off. Finally, we'll come to the layout, where we'll go to the format and choose the mailing labels option. We'll simply save this report, and then we will go ahead and hit Run on this. The system will now generate mailing labels for any residential customers that had work done for them last month. This concludes the video on building customer list reports in Service CEO.